Guys, welcome back to the Drone Camps channel. Today we're going to look at the year's best LiPo charger. This is LiPo charger of the year for the FPV hobby and specifically for the Drone Camps channel. This is the best one that I have been sent that I like the most out of all of the different chargers. We have seen tons of different releases this year from ISDT, ToolKitRC, the Hoda chargers, and this one happens to be something that you can put on the bench and pretty much charge anything that you have from 1S to 6S batteries. And you can do dual type of connectors on here from XT60 or XT30, which makes it really versatile. It has a little flip switch on the sides and allows you to charge XT30s, which is really great for me because I have a lot of these smaller packs. The 4S850s I fly a lot, so these get charged, and also my larger packs, which are my 6S 1400s for FPV freestyle quads. Then my long range batteries, which are the Lion packs that can also be charged on this charger. It's called the Q6AC by ToolKitRC. Let's take a little closer look at what makes this one so great on the bench after I have a sip of coffee here. Got the coffee going as always, guys. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this video is going to be great for people who are expert drone pilots, or if you're a beginner, this is going to teach you a lot in a short amount of time. So this charger, why is it so great compared to the other chargers that we got in this year on the channel? Well, because it has 4 channels of independent charging. That means that each channel you see here, each different port, it has 4 ports for charging. 1 on the side here, 2 in the front, and 1 over here. So you can charge up to 4 batteries at once, or if you're using a parallel balance charger, you can charge 6 batteries per channel. So this has independent channel charging, which other chargers, what they do is they advertise that it can charge up to 15 amp, but what happens is they separate the 15 amp, they divide it amongst the 4 ports. So you're not actually getting 15 amp per channel. This one does independent charging, so it allows a maximum of 15 amp per channel on this charger, and that's what really makes this charger great. It also has a 4-up display here. This is an LCD display with the channel and exit button here, a jog wheel and selector here, and it also has a wireless charging spot for your phone to sit and charge wirelessly, which is also great. And I believe that one's up to like 15 watt on that. I'll have to check that out. It also does 1,000 watt totally for this entire charger here, which is pretty hefty for the total wattage of this charger. Now, it also has dual AC and DC input support, so you're going to have this probably mostly as a bench charger, but they do give you the option to power it from an XT60, which is cool. But this is the AC plug that goes into the wall there. It has a power switch, and one thing that I think could probably be a little bit annoying about this LiPo charger is the fact that, like, when I have it sitting here, you know, I'm doing a review right now and giving you my feedback from using this over the last couple months. I think my biggest pet peeve about it is that it beeps and reminds me, hey, I'm still on, you know, going into power safe mode, please turn me off. That's kind of a nice little safeguard there, but yeah, some people might find that extra beep in their shop annoying, which I do because there's always a lot of beeps going on in this shop. But I'm going to go ahead and plug in the XT30 on the side here. It does have 2 XT30 ports, which I think is great. And this side is switchable from an XT60 to an XT30. Also, this charger, unlike a lot of chargers out there, it has LEDs in the front, so you can see the blue status here. So it's showing me that right now that this one is in the kind of limbo stage, and we can go ahead and select channel number 4 there in the front. It has a 4-up display, and they're all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. Press this jog wheel, and I can go select the type of LiPo I want to charge, whether it's a regular LiPo or something like the HV. Click on that. It's going to take you down to your selection here. We can go LIFE, Lion, LTO, nickel metal, PB, power, and UAV batteries. So I'm going to select LiPo because I don't believe this is an HV. I'm going to go down to leave the cells on auto. We're in the charge mode. You can also do discharge and storage mode here. Go back with this button. Go down here for the in voltage, 4.20. That's great. At 2 amp, that's a little much. I'm going to back it off to about 1.3 just for a nominal charge there, and press start. It's going to ask me to charge to 16.8 volt. Say yes, and now we're charging. So up here at the top of the screen, it shows me a variety of different info here, and I can move the wheel back and forth, and it shows me all bunch of different information there. So some of you guys want to see all that, but I like to see that all these cells are quickly balancing. We can see that there. And now you see that this LED actually changed to red. So when this is all done, it's going to change. I believe it changes back to blue. So it lets you know that, hey, there's a little bit of a visual on there if you don't hear the beep that your LiPo's done. Now over on the right hand side of this charger, we have an XT90 input right here, and I told you before that there was an XT60 input, but they do give you an adapter from the XT90 to an XT60, so that's kind of cool. I got that in the box, and this is good from 7 volt all the way up to about 38 volts, so that's pretty nice. It also has a USB output here for standard USB and USB-C. And I gotta say, I've been looking at some MagSafes recently for charging my device. They are about 15 watt. The highest ones I've seen in Best Buy are about 15 watt. So, you know, this will output out to, say, your laptop, and the maximum output on the USB-C side of things is 65 watts. So for my little MagSafe 15 watt, this thing looks like a beast compared to that at 65 watt. That's pretty big. So yeah, if you're charging from this port right here, regular standard USB port 3.0, it's going to get you a 30 watt output on this one. So if you're charging something like your say VR goggles or any other types of devices, 30 watt max on the USB port. And on the back of this charger, we have some pretty whopping big giant physical fans. We have 2 dual fan support in the back here, giving us airflow all the way through this long body charger. So our battery's still charging there, and we're just going to let that go. Maybe it'll finish up during this review, and you can hear it beep. It's going to let me know that it's done charging when it beeps. Now on the very top, I mentioned that wireless charger for the iPhone and Android phones. This works not by a magnet, but you just set your phone up here, and it is a maximum of a 15 watt total output. So it is on par with the MagSafe type of chargers out there. It would be cool in the future, don't you think, if they incorporated some kind of magnet into the top of these chargers so that we had kind of a MagSafe style iPhone charging option. It would be also cool if it flipped up, because the new MagSafe type of chargers do flip up, and your iPhone can become kind of a clock and a calendar and all that cool stuff when it flips on its side in the horizontal. So that would be kind of cool to see if they incorporate something similar to that, like MagSafe style accessories for the iPhone. But I'm just wishing and thinking out loud here. So you can see right here the telemetry for charge spot number 4, 15.2 volt there. I'm putting in 1.2 to 1.3 amp. You can see it's charging up to 4.2 volts at 1.3, and we can see the wattage as well. So right now it's at about 28 to 17 watts. If you want to see more information, just scroll to the right. It'll give you cell valence voltage there for each cell and more information. We can also long press on the channel button over here. If we long press, we can make this full screen. So if you want to see that specific channel larger, no problem. Just push on channel, long press, and it'll bring it up and give you even more information here. So that's kind of cool. And you can see the other 4 spots here. You can see the other 3 spots on the charger, which is also cool in real time. So if you're looking at this one, you can look at all the rest of them you're charging as well and see what percentage those are charging at. Right now, it looks like we've been charging for about 9 minutes. Up here, you can see the amps as well. You can see how much voltage we have in total and what kind of watt output we're putting in. 21 watt up there. And you can see the C rating, and this is Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I hope I can change that inside the system menus. But you can also change the themes on this charger as well. On the Q6AC, if you go back, let's go ahead and long press again. We're going to exit back out to all 4 screens. Now, if you want to access the system menus in this charger, you have to stop charging all of your channels. And once you've done that, you can long press on the jog wheel right here, and that will take you into the setup menu here. So we have input settings, security, synchronous mode, continuous work, work completed, and balance start voltage, battery selection, backlight, buzzer, language, theme style, which is cool, and back to defaults, as well as the current serial number of this device on the very bottom. And the theme style you can change from dark to light. I'm not a huge fan of the light style. Look at that, it completely blows out from the camera. I like it to be dark because I'm able to see it better. Maybe it's my eyes, but I like the way the dark looks. I do that on my phone as well. It just makes it nice when you're reading at night. And the English language can be changed to Deutsch, French, Italian, Portuguese, Espanol, and Mandarin, Chinese, as well as Thai on here, and Korean. So a lot of different types of languages here for pretty much worldwide support for the most popular languages. Buzzer you can turn on and off, and it goes from kind of high pitch to low pitch, whichever you would like, all the way down to 1. I'm just going to leave it set to 1 so I can have something let me know I'm actually pushing a button. So every time you push a button, it'll just give you that little bit of beep to let you know that, hey, you pushed a button. Backlight you can also change. Right now it's on 6, and we can make it super dark. So if I was having a problem with you guys seeing this on film, I can turn that up or down. So I'm going to leave that on about 5 right there. That's kind of nice. Battery selection, on or off. We had it set to off for default. The balance start voltage always, or you can change that. Work completed, you want to have it end. That's going to be a proper charge there. And continuous work, we're going to leave that set to off. Synchronous mode, you can turn that on if you want. And security settings, you can change the internal temperature. Right now it's set to about 80 Celsius. The safe time, that gives you the maximum amount of time a battery can be charging. So if you're doing something like, say, like a Lion that has 8,000 milliamp in it, you want to kind of increase that, because you might not make it past 200 minutes if you're doing kind of a slow trickle charge. A lot of times on my batteries, I actually charge about half of what most people will. Some people will charge a battery at 5 amp, and I'll back off, like the 5,000 milliamp pack, I'll back it off to about 2 amp. Take my time charging it, because I'm not in a hurry most of the time charging batteries, and your batteries will last you, if you take care of them, they can last you 10 years. I have some pretty old Lipos that still fly on some of my RC airplanes and cars. The FPV wings, they draw more amps as well as quads do, so those batteries can get puffy, and obviously when you get a puffy battery, you want to get rid of it. Now press exit here to go back out. And again, if you want to go full screen here, just long press, and it'll take you full screen to that particular channel. Right now you can see channel 4 is selected, and let's just see if I can move between channels inside this full screen. I can go to 2, 3, back to 4. So if I want to go to 1 there, let's see if I can select that number 1. And now I should be on channel 1. So I can start a different charge while another battery is charging. So a lot of options on this charger. You can pretty much do anything. It's kind of like the Superman of chargers right now in the FPV hobby. So that's a lot of the reasons why this charger, it made Lipo Charger of the Year on my channel, just because it's the charger that I'm now using every day in the shop. You can get smaller ones out there. They do have other chargers available from ToolKitRC, like the M9. That one has some ports on there, just one port in fact, but you can also get dual chargers, and this is the M9 that came out this year with the flip screen. It flips up like this, so that's kind of cool on the bench if you just wanted a solo charger or something to travel with. If you want to get super small, you can also get the 68P. So this is the 608PD, and this one came out from ISDT. I'll put a link down below for this one as well. And this one's just a single port charger, but you're going to have to bring along a large Lipo to charge from, something like, say, like a 4S 5000 pack. You can plug into the input back here. It also has a USB-C input on the back, but standard setup right here with up to 6S charging, and you only get an XT60 there. So if you're going to charge XT30s, this one has the slide slot right here, which will allow you to do that. This one you're going to have to bring along your converter, but this one has a super small screen. It has a built-in fan in here, and we'll be doing a full review on this one coming up, but this one just came in, so I wanted to show you this one today, the 608PD from ISDT. Pretty cool. It's all black. I haven't seen them not adding any color to their chargers, but it looks more like a ToolKitRC charger in a way. Very similar, all black designs like they've been doing. So ISDT is good stuff too, but this one, just for me, made the Lipo charger of the year. I love it, and it's $175. If you want to check one out, in the link down below. Our channel does benefit from it, and if you get one, I think you'll like it. And also, as a bonus, I'll go ahead and put my top 3 favorite chargers from this year down below, which will include the Hoda charger as well, the Duo Pro. So check those out in the links down below. Check out the specs, see which one's best for you for travel, for a shop charger, or whatever your FPV hobby needs are. Guys, thanks again for watching my channel. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.